Hey guys, what's going on? It's that time again. Got a sick day. Oh my god, I am so freaking happy today. And it's not just because of the win and the P&L, although that's pretty friggin' sweet. It's because I followed my plan. I got stopped out on Friday of the exact same trade. If I turn on show trades for the last 5 days, let's say. From Friday, if you remember correctly, I was shorting the front side and I just got stopped out of a long right here that knocked me out of the game. So actually this exact same thing happened again, but I let it run just a tiny bit and I was down just over my max loss. Nothing to get too crazy about. And then as it came back up, because again the same setup happened, I cut the long and I just started smashing it short. Just absolutely, like, my whole account was eventually in this trade. You could say that that is much riskier than what I usually do, but I only took 25 contracts instead of 20 as my max size, and I was just adding into this quick pop right here. I accidentally covered some right there. That was really annoying. So I added those back. I added more, and then I added... So this was like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because I saw... Look at the same pattern. There's a shoulder. It's kind of... He's kind of lopsided. He's kind of got like a little bit of a problem, but... You know, shoulder, a head, a shoulder, and it was right on a key level, breakdown level of... from pre-market. So... just absolutely smashed that and then started taking it off. I took it off a little bit early, I think. If I look on the SPY here, it might make more sense. Yeah, we were coming down to a $0.50, so I started taking them off here, and I didn't take them off at the lows, but then I was just covering. You know, it came back up to this level, which was 282.25 on the SPY. I was reshorting. I covered that on the way down. Man, it was insane. And I'm covering. I go long here. I get a quick pop almost up to this level, so I just take it. Absolutely sick, man. Like, trading, like, my execution and my entries and my exits were just lit today. And then I tried to take it short right here, just as the SPY was coming up to 282.50, which you can clearly see is the level, or 282.50, no, sorry, right here, 282.50, and it just, that would have been beautiful. I got stopped out right here, and it's already heading lower. That would have been sick, but I'm not in that, you know. I don't want to keep giving back profit. You can see my entry right there, and then I got stopped out almost at the top because I didn't want to lose that much money. Excuse me. And I wasn't accepting the $100 risk per trade. I took it at like $60. So that is a trading error right there, right? And you know, this would have worked out right now. I would have had maybe a stop in above right here. And I would have just let this ride to low of day, taken half off, and then let the rest run. It's just my system. And I'm trying to figure out if this was a trading error. Let's just go right into the video. We'll show you some entries, some exits here. So right at the open, a sick trade. I was looking for a quick bounce off of, on the SPY, it was off of 282.50. It was like these lows right here. So I only take 5 contracts. Now, I think that was another mistake. I took too small of size on one of my really, really good setups. Now, I wanted to get short with bigger size, but my first trade was long, and it's already starting to work out. I'm up like 80, 90, 100, 110. It doesn't show it for some reason right now. I don't have the data for futures. I'm just trading it off of the SPY, which I'm staring at on this monitor. So... you know, I'm holding on. I got a really good entry, so I'm trying to reduce the trading errors that I have with futures, which I've already been showing which is, you know, not holding on, selling early. You guys have seen me do that, and I said I would work on it, and this is working on it. I said there's no reason to sell right here. There's literally zero reason to sell right here. So I didn't. I held on. I was waiting for a target, which is kind of these highs. So, and you know, a VWAP right here. So I just take 2 off right there, 2 of 5. I take another 1 because it's starting to stall, right? And this is the target, like in this area, like in here. So I still have 2, and I'm just waiting with those. It goes all the way back down. I'm not selling. I'm just holding. You know, maybe I could have added there, but I don't want to do anything too scary because my thesis is short. So I don't want to be adding to the long right here. So it keeps going, keeps going. I short it right at the level. See, I make the same mistake as I did last time. I shorted it right up at the level before it confirmed, and you know, it went through and it came back down under and it confirmed. So I instantly just kind of got out of that, and I said, okay, I got to be a little careful here. Again, I took another paper cut. You know, I'm only up $100 now, and I'm stepping back, and I think, okay, I don't want to screw this up. And what do? I screw it up. I long the head again. I have 20. This is pretty much full size too. And I said, okay, I screwed up the long, and I'm down almost my max loss right now. I wish it would show my unrealized right here. But I said, I'm either gonna have to cut this at like minus 350, 400, and just be done. Like if it's gonna hit a point where this is not gonna be a head and shoulders. I told myself if it doesn't hold this right here. But if it comes back up, I can cut it for like 100, 150, and immediately get short. So that's what I did. I just waited. I held through this. I said this is the level. That was the level right there. If this doesn't hold, I have to cut it. There's no excuse at all. So it comes back up. We're testing VWAP. I have my order ready to sell the long and immediately go short full size because this is the confirmation. I just shouldn't have been in this long. I keep making this mistake. I'm longing when I'm short biased, and I'm not waiting for confirmation. And this almost wicked me out again like it did Friday in terms of my max loss. So here it is. I'm overriding some like so with futures there's a lot of leverage. So really this is how much this position like the notional value or whatever it is, this is like with the leverage how big this position is, and it looks insane because it partially is, but that's just the nature of futures. You get absolutely absurd leverage off of 20 contracts. Again, this, you guys, okay, I've shown this so many times recently. You guys know pretty much how much I keep in my account at all times, between, you know, 10 and 15. So anyways, that is that. I had to override that, and then I went short right here. Could have gotten a little bit better entry, but that's fine. It starts working out. I'm trying to add. I accidentally cover 5, and I start re-adding, and I say, okay, last pop. I added 1 more right there, and that's it. Done. Full size. If it goes over here, if it goes over this level, the head and shoulders is no longer valid, and I'm going to stop out. I'm going to be down $400, and that's going to be fine. It immediately starts working out in my favor, and I'm already up like $200, $300, $400, like $500, $600, and I'm like, because I can see it on the other monitor. For some reason, it just doesn't show right here my P&L. I don't know why. And I'm trying not to sell early. I'm trying my hardest not to make trading errors, because it's the same as if you're up $20 or $8, or let's say it's the same as being up $6. Is the same as being up 60. is the same as being up 600. You have to trade the chart and the price action, not your P&L. And it's hard for me because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to futures. I'm not used to dumping, the majority of my account, pretty much the whole thing, into a trade, and all, like, just being up $800-900. So this cover, I'm starting to cover right here. I had 26 short and now I have 15 short. This was a level, but I think I could have held on for longer. And of course you can see here that the level is actually down here. So I just want you I want you to see I want you guys to see everything. I want you to see the entries, the exits, like I say all the time, the management, what I'm thinking, why I'm covering, why I might be falling victim to my emotions here, why I'm making mistakes. That, there was no confirmation. There was no candle that closed over where I was longing, so I wasn't longing support. And this is holding a piece. I'm covering as it's going down through the levels. This is pretty good trading. This is pretty damn good trading. So I have 7 left now. Now I have 5 left. It looks like it's starting to reverse. It comes back up to 28, 26, 25. And this is sick. This is absolutely sick. I wait. I have the patience to wait. And I reshort it right here, which is a little bit early. But I was watching the price action on the SPY, and I think there was a whole bunch of big sellers on the level 2 that got sold, or bought into, so I took another short right there. Back up to 10 shares or 10 contracts short. My average is still way up here, so I actually could have gone to 15 and been fine. But again, this is all this is a lot for me to process at the time. A lot of big numbers, just a lot going on with futures. And you guys know that I'm just learning futures, so I'm trying to do it correctly. Trying not to push the envelope quite yet. So my average is still way up here, which is beautiful. I've just locked in $630. I'm still kind of what the F is going on here? I put in my stop. I'm doing the smart things just in case we get a rocket ship to the moon, like Trump tweets some crap that he always does. So it comes back down. I'm not selling early. I am not selling early or covering early. I covered at the lows right here. I covered half the position at the lows, and then I'm waiting. It dumps more. We had really big volume. I'm covering some more as we hit these lows again. I'm covering. I have 2 left. And so I see that we're getting bought up pretty violently on the SPY here. Let me show you. This hammer candle right here was at the bottom of this trend line that I drew very roughly. So I was looking on the price action, the level 2, the time and sales, for a reversal. So I started seeing crazy buying just above 281. I saw this candle right here. So I went long. I switched biases. I covered my whole short, and I went long only 5 contracts. Again, this was a pretty high probability setup. So if I'm taking 25 contracts, I shouldn't be taking 5. I should be taking 10 here. But again, it's fear, it's greed, mostly just fear of wiping out some of this loss that I took smaller size. This is all trading psychology, and I'm working on it. I just want you guys to see it. So I'm going long here, and we get an immediate pop pretty much up to my level here. So I take it, and that's it. That was rate MES. No, not the index. The future. So that was right here. I longed it. And then I took it right there. Now, see, this is a trading error. I took it, early. I was completely flustered by this point. I was like crazy at this point. My target should have been here. Should have been up here. I should have been selling and then shorting right where I did and then holding on to this. I had the perfect idea, honestly, but it just, I have to follow my plan a little bit better next time, and that's $100 risk per trade, not $50. So anyways, I covered it here, or I sold it here, and it came down, and it came all the way up to my actual targets. I should have been holding on to it, but it was still a pretty good trade. It was more of a scalp, right? And then I take this short, and I get stopped out right here, and it comes all the way down. This would have been another $400 or $300. So I'm just so flustered today by this big day. I'm trying not to screw it up. I took some calls. I took some calls in this area, and I got stopped out right here for the move up here, and I'm down $100 on that. So you guys, I'm not lying. You can see this is all I traded was the MES and the SPY. That's my P&L of those right there. I didn't trade anything else. I had pretty big commissions on the MES just due to the volume. So once I get good with this, I'll move up to the actual ES futures contract, which is the micro, or the mini, not the micro. So hopefully that was useful, guys. I know it was a long one, and I know it was not really stocks today. It was futures and the SPY, but that's what I traded because there was nothing on the scanner for me to trade in terms of stocks. I don't think anything has actually been moving. Nothing's really been moving on any sort of volume that's tradable. And the SPY was gapping down like 2%, which is why I went to the SPY and I just trade the futures on the SPY. But it's the same plan if you're trading stocks, same plan if you're trading options. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit the sub button. Smash that sub button. Leave any comments down below, down there if you want. I'll get back to you. I get back to every single person. And if you want, please join the Discord. We have so much fun in here. I was posting that I was up a lot on the futures. I was posting a chart. And just everyone in here was going crazy. It was a lot of fun, you know. They're posting memes and like oh, that was fun. Actually, scalp trader Stefan, sorry. I told him I'd shout him out for this thing that he made, you know. He made a meme. I just thought it was funny. So we have a really good time in here. It'd be awesome if you guys joined. Again, I say this every time. I'm not trying to sell anything. I just want you to hit subscribe. That's how I make a little bit of money off of you guys. Not much. But I really like seeing this going up. I'm trying to build this community. Kind of build like a community that's not based off of monetization. Like, where is it here? Anyways, people were just commenting saying that they really appreciate the community. It's a nice group of people. Join if you want. You don't have to. Other than that, we'll see you later. Peace!